Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and I got something to show you. McDonald's contacted me, and they said, "Hey, Chris, we see that you're a fan of the McBoo buckets, the Halloween Happy Meal buckets, and so they sent me a Halloween Happy Meal T-shirt. There we go. I'm gonna put it on. They sent this shirt to me. Look at this." Okay, I got a still shot here, just in case it needs to be... There's the... Wait, sorry, my knuckle was... there's the Halloween Happy Meal shirt. Right there. What? Hang on.
Faceless cheered X100.
Liz, aren't you sick? Ugh. Bleh. Anyway, back to the awesomeness.
A Haze 31 just resubscribed for 6 months. You got to deal with me for another month at least. No more 3 cheered X100.
Those were year 2. And here's a full one. Oh. These candy corns are getting stale. Were you able to get a good shot? For Discord, you were. Okay. I'm actually going to put it on. But that's not the only thing they sent. They also sent a Happy Meal bucket from 1986. This is a vintage Happy Meal bucket. Not a part of the original array of buckets, the ones that I got. Like the first 3. But this has got, like, what is that? It looks like a witch. It's a witch's hat. Or some kind of goblin hat. And there's a cat. I don't know. The witch, a cat. There's a cat tail. Safety tested for children of all ages. 1986. Let's see if the name's on here. No. Not on here. Liz is also
resubscribed for 31 months. 31 months. Eat up, Barillo. Eat that candy corn.
Thank you, Liz. Anyway. This is a 1986 Happy Meal bucket. That McDonald's themselves sent me. Tier 2 is more candy corn. Oh, you're right. Oh, did she subscribe at Tier 2? I apologize. Just getting used to it now. Thank you for following, O'Keeper. I ate 5. Well, 5 total for Liz's resubscription at Tier 2. Tier 3 is worth 10. Blah. So, check it out. Got a bucket here. Happy Meal bucket. Hopefully you got the cat face on it. Then, this is the weirdest thing. I don't know if I want to open it or save it. They sent a letter with a wax seal. A McDonald's wax seal. Like Ronald McDonald kissed it. Ronald McDonald himself. This is Ronald McDonald's blood. Sit still? Sorry, I will sit still. There's Ronald McDonald's blood. On the front it says, Chris, like, this is nice. I don't want to open it. Like, I'm like, dude, what's in here? What did they put in here? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Let me go ahead and show the shirt again, just in case. Let me hold up the bucket so that you can see the cat, because the cat is probably the more interesting. So this is a witch, and the cat is peering out of the witch's head, or witch's hair. So it's the witch hair bucket, but there's a cat on it. It's a subpoena, and it's not a subpoena. By the way, thanks for pushing us into a level 2 hype train so soon. Liz, I think you were a big part of that. Oh, started off nice and sugary today. So this bucket, they also sent these stencils. So these are kind of wild. I don't know if I'm going to show you all of them, but...
Joshua _XP_ cheered X200. What happened to the man who got behind on payments to his exorcist? He got repossessed.
Alright, 2 candy corns for a good dad joke. Thank you, Joshua. Keeping that hype train going. Like, a burger. Look at these stencils. It's kind of fun. A little activity. I was not expecting this at all. A little shake. I'm just gonna fly through these here. Then the original, there's the McBoo, or the ghost, right? So they got the actual little the faces, right, of the original pumpkins. Let's see if I can here's the... I believe these are pretty much like 3 of the original stencils. You getting that? Let me look through them. So they sent a whole bunch of stencils along with everything else. So yeah, I was not anticipating it. And then this is the weird thing. I don't know why they sent a mini video projector. They seriously sent a mini video, like a no-brand mini video projector. It's really bizarre. These were not 3D printed, no. So I don't know A, what I'm gonna do with this, and B, why did they send it? It's a white projector, nondescript, pretty basic. Got USB and an HDMI, very small, very portable.
Dark Toil Lord cheered X100. Why did the Headless Horseman get a job? He was trying to get ahead in life.
So I don't know why they sent a projector. So I'm gonna have to open the. I have a feeling I'm gonna take off the. I'm gonna wear the shirt. For one. We got 40 seconds left in this hype train. Don't think we're gonna get past level 2, but there's your 2 candy corns. I'm getting so used to eating the candy corns now. It's like, yeah, no big deal. Ugh, it's still disgusting. Here we go. Speaking of disgusting. I took off my shirt. That's what's disgusting. I have... Look at this! I'm wearing... Like, this is this is the best t-shirt to wear at Halloween time. In my humble opinion. Like, easily the best t-shirt to wear. What do you think?
Joshua underscore XP underscore cheered X200. I heard there is skeleton in your closet.
Here,
no, the body isn't decomposed yet.
There we go. Is this fine? Is this good? I'm trying to get a good shot. But the problem is that y'all love chatting. Well, it's not a problem. I love that you love chatting, but there you go. As soon as it's out of the way, almost. That's not going. No, that's not going on Discord, but this might. Because I need to tweet it to let them know that I got it. So hopefully you guys got it. Oh, yeah, I see you got a lot of good ones. Thank you, Kurt. Very appreciated. Posting on Discord. Bang, Discord. Smile. It's okay. I'm not... Do I really need to smile? Okay. No, that's good. It looks good. I'm going to open the letter. Can't believe I'm doing it. The McDonald's sealed. Like, here. Look at it. Just look at it. It's incredible. It's like this little... I don't know if McDonald's is ever going to contact me again. About anything. Except for, Dear Chris, please eat more of our stuff. Love, Ronald. Let's see if I can save the wax. It's legit, dude. It's legit wax. It is legit wax, dude. It's incredible. Oh, man. I'm going to save the seal. It's pretty wild. It's like nothing, right? It's worth nothing, but like... it's just funny. All right. M. You know you've made it when McDonald's sends you stuff. Real ones know it isn't Halloween without a McDonald's Boo Bucket. That's why we've channeled all the calls and manifestation for their return and brought back an exclusive number just in time for spooky season. And because you're one of our favorite Boo Bucket buddies, we had to make sure you're the first one to receive one. Along with your Boo Bucket, you got everything you need for a perfect spree of Halloween activities. Snuggle up for a scary night of with Mick Delivery and your new portable projector. Get crafty with some McDonald's-themed pumpkin carving stencils. Or get into costume with this vintage Boo Buckets tee and pin set. Pin? I didn't see a pin set. I have to go through that box again. Give me a Jedi Diana. We're gonna need to call. We're gonna need to call Diana. We're gonna need to call her. We're gonna need to say Diana. Diana. calling. I don't know if you can hear me calling. Where does she not have her phone? Hello? There she is. Hey, could you there for one thing, could I get some water for one? And two, the McDonald's box has a pin set or something in it. A pin. Like a collectible pin. So could you look for that? Yeah, it'd be in the box. I mean, with all the purple crap. Okay, thank you. And water. Thank you. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Where's this? There's that. Awesome. You want the purple crap? You cannot have the purple crap. It's the stringy paper that gets everywhere. Luckily, they sent other fun things. So, like, that was... I mean, you get the... but you got to put up with the purple crap. Okay, so, this portable projector... I wonder... oh, okay, so it's got an AC adapter. Maybe we can... how do you... This... Okay, this... Okay, so this comes off. And then maybe, like, we'll point it towards the window or something. I don't know how good this is. I mean, it's just generic. Probably better than anything I've ever used. Oh, it's even got a tripod mount. That's not a VGA port. That's crazy. You weren't expecting that tonight, were you? These pumpkin stencils kind of look like they may have been used before. Maybe not. Maybe this is just the burning of them, but... these are nice. If only for paper stencils. You'd have to have a really big pumpkin to get that to work. I don't know how you would use that. No, there's nothing inside the bucket that I know of. Where to put the bucket? Where's the bucket? Where's the bucket? Maybe the pins were in the bucket. I'm gonna drive Diana nuts. Oh man, get this bucket. Which one of you said to look in the bucket? I'm... Guess what was in the bucket? Just take a guess. Thank you, A. Hayes. You are tonight's MVP for not being me. That is, not being an idiot. So I've got Diana searching high and low for something she's not going to be able to find. No, there is no pin number. It's just an embossed set of pins. Let's see how close I can get them. So, yeah. We've got some collectibles. McDonald's knows me. I like their Happy Meal stuff, but I don't generally eat a lot of the things that they make. But I'm gonna have to yell at Diana, I think. Let me know if you didn't get that. I've got to tell Diana that it was actually in the bucket head. Put your hand inside the bucket head. Put your hand inside the bucket head. Diana. Diana. Diana! Hon! Diana! She's either got her face buried in the fluff or something. Let's see if she has her phone on her still. Let us find out, shall we? And by the way, we're giving away Filament tonight. Keep that in mind. It is happening still. This will go out. See, I didn't... I have the pin. It was in the bucket. Yeah. Yeah, but water still. Thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, so... I did I do... Was this the original... One of the original three? I don't think this was the original... One of the original three. I got one of the original three... back when... Yeah, that's not the one of the... Where is it? No. Or maybe it is. Yeah, this is one of the original three. McBoo. The witch and the ghost were not part of the original three, though. That I know of. Like, I think these were... The other three were the first three. And the ghost and the witch were added on. I was gonna send here. I'll send you a picture. I'll upload a picture in Discord here. This is where they're gonna be going, basically. So that's what I'm gonna be sending on to her. Oh, I gotta start the giveaway too, don't I? All right, so we'll go over to Stream Elements, get it set up. Again, this weekend we are giving away a Prusa Mini Plus, courtesy of Loyal Moses. Printed solid giveaway. Everyone tickets, maximum value, 0 there. Create start. Boop. All right, bang ticket enters. Bang ticket enters. To enter, type bang ticket. So I got some stuff, including this awesome T-shirt that I'm gonna wear out. Like, I'm totally just gonna wear it, and people are gonna be asking me, Chris, where did you get that T-shirt? That T-shirt's awesome. They will ask. I guarantee people will ask me about this T-shirt. I'll detail that later. Okay. Oh, 14 of y'all already entered. Awesome. It's very nice. Do I have anything else to show you? I don't think so. That was it. That was the big surprise today. The bucket and the pins. They sent the pins. So I was like, oh, someone said, did you look in the bucket? And I'm like, no, I did not. So. Oh, apparently needed the water. When the water is refreshing, that's how you know. You gathered up all the Canadian goodies for Saturday's prize. Hey, are you okay? Me? I'm okay. I'm fine. I could run an EKG if you want. Come to the dark side with an entry. Bang ticket. We have a printer we're giving away on Saturday. Not this one, a completely different one. But tonight we're giving away Filament, courtesy of D. Randolph, 1976. That's right. Darth Vader now rolls his R's. What color am I going with back there? What color? Red and purple. All right, well, lucky for you, I recharged the batteries last night. Good choice. Good bold choice back there. Is the EKG thing oh, very. It's FDA approved. Like, seriously. Like, here, I have to pull down my pants. You're not going to see that part. I'm going to grab my... What the hell? Wait a minute. What the heck? Did Diana... What is she doing? What the... I was gonna do my thing, and then I noticed that the car was going. What is going on?
Yes?
What? Are you in the car?
Yeah, we're gonna see if the Star Wars thing is still open.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, I didn't know, because I got the notification on my phone turns on to Bluetooth when you connect to the car.
Oh, and it turns to your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Were you worried?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let us go, please.
All right. All right. Now, for real, I'm going to do, with my pants down, I'm going to run Cardia. So here we go. Record your EKG. Oh, I got to turn on Bluetooth again. Cardia. Here we go. So it's here. What's the easiest way to do it? I want to show you. I want you to see it because it's pretty cool. Like when it's actually working. So this is the Death Star pumpkin, by the way, that I'm printing tonight. And the Death Star pumpkin's pretty cool. Oh, here. I've got notifications, but you're just going to have to ignore them. All right, here we go. Yep, connect. So now it's connecting, and I take this bar and I put it on my knee. Here, look, let me, here, so you can see it a little better. I got the knee part is the hardest because you got to be spot on. Analyzing data, and then it automatically flips and it says, did you record the EKG but normal sinus rhythm? The first measurement I got, and by the way, for whatever it's worth, this EKG, let me go ahead and flip back to the primary view. This EKG, as bright as it is, let's go ahead and dim the screen a bit. This EKG is scrollable, it's viewable, it's sendable. I could submit it for analysis. I've had, apart from tachycardia, which is like anything over like 100 BPM, which is like when I'm moving around, I'm like, I'm just checking. Like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Everything I've had has been normal, except for the very first measurement. It actually caught arrhythmia. I submitted it. It came back. It says, yeah, you're fine. So the sinus rhythm was normal. So that was actually a really good sign. The fact that I caught it in that moment. So yeah. If you're asking, is it high? It is high. Not really. It's towards the end of the day. I'm animated, so like if I was anywhere near 80, I'd be shocked right now. If I was laying in bed at 90, 95, I'd be a little worried. But like the fact that I'm moving around and animated, and it's towards the end of the day, everything's going to be higher: blood pressure, heart rate, etc. So, is it high? That is not high right now. Like, if I was doing this and I was like 120, like, that would be like way, way, way high. But, oh, I gotta move Darth Vader out of the way and get you focused back on the Brad's Orange Glitter Death Star Pumpkin. Brad's Orange Glitter. More filament that you can get from Printed Solid. Hope everybody's entered the giveaway. You can't even see the other half of the Death Star yet. So, yeah, this is interesting. At 0.2 mm for a Death Star, a little Death Star pumpkin. Oh, it looks like it doesn't. It may be a little too small. I may have to go up a little more next time. The walls may be a bit thin, but I can do that. I'm just worried. I don't want to run out of the. I only have a little bit of Brad's Orange Glitter left before moving on to the new spool. But anyway, who was asking about the EKG? It's fine. I mean, it works. You know, out of everything that I saw out there, this was the one that was recommended. It's worked very, very well. You have a Fitbit. Your heart rate's often 120, not doing much. That is a potential problem. My resting heart rate can vary. But it's you know, often like I'll track in the 70s. So, it's fine. But when I'm up and moving around, it's usually 80s, 90s. When I do something active or do something that causes some degree of energy, then it's usually over 100. But very, very rarely sustained, if at all. Yeah, I can see that it didn't complete the other side. And honestly, a lot of the details of this are kind of lost. Yeah, I did wonder about this going a little small. Bang ticket for the giveaway. We'll be doing that tonight. That's one more thing. Liz, did your notification actually make it into the stream? I just saw your notification. That's funny. So, yep, I recorded a TLDR on it 2 days ago. It'll be going public here in another couple of weeks. Not that you need my endorsement or recommendation, but this has been great. I'm not going to say the best $150 I ever spent, but I could see myself using this pretty much indefinitely. So, paying $99 a year to have an EKG, a 6-lead EKG, to catch potential arrhythmia, to submit, to make sure I'm healthy. Yeah, this is, more than anything, this is like, I mean, it saves a trip to the doctor, gets more data, and potentially puts me on the path to know what I have, what I should be careful of. In fact, I was reading this today. Someone had mentioned, I don't know how I saw this on Twitter, but someone had mentioned, you know, you may want to watch out for melatonin. It may have long-term side effects. I'm like, I didn't even think of that, because I take like 5 milligrams of melatonin every night. And it's fine. There's nothing, I haven't had any issues with it. I've become used to it, and I've been doing that for a year or two. When will I review the EKG? I reviewed it yesterday. I talked about it yesterday. It wasn't really a review, though. The EKG, I highlighted it and said, here's what I got, and here's what happened, and here's why it's awesome. Hey, Colin. How you doing? Well, become a sub. If you don't want ads, become a sub. Ads are for people that don't use Twitch. What do they call it? Not Twitch Prime. You can turn off ads throughout YouTube if you pay. Or if you sub to a channel. If you sub to a channel, then you don't see any ads. Yeah, so you'll have to watch the VOD Sesam. Because TLDR, it won't be on TLDR. TLDR would be something completely different. Oops. Because we're out. I queued it out a bit. TLDR is here, by the way. All the latest TLDR. Did I get the notch version? No! I got the hole punch version of the app. Yay, ads are gone. Well, Colin Reed, all you gotta do is just be a sub. Subs on channels, if you become a sub, you know this. If you're a sub on a channel, then you don't see any ads if you're a sub in the channel where you're watching. So, FYI, if you don't want ads and you love me and we love each other, and you know, either you get lucky and you get gifted a sub, or you become a sub yourself. Uh-oh, Joshua XP.
Joshua_XP_cheered X 100. Why didn't the teacher believe the ghost? She could see right through him.
Okay, that was a good dad joke. Bonus candy corn. Exactly. Do a Twitch Turbo. That's what it is. Twitch Turbo. I haven't gone to Twitch Turbo yet. I'm still eating the candy corn up and until Halloween. That's today. The day I stop eating candy corn. You use Apple Watch to measure my heart rate and I'm nervous it's too high. Well, don't put off the potential inevitable. Ran out of Bean Boozled? No, I did it for a day, and I'm never going to have a Bean Boozled again. Ever. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to eat Bean Boozled again. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I couldn't get rid of that flavor for days. Ugh. So bad. Bang ticket to enter the giveaway. Bang ticket. If you're not worried about competition for the Filament giveaway, courtesy of Printed Solid tonight. You missed the Bean Boozled. I do not. I'm the one who has to go through it. So no, it's no more Bean Boozled. Charades, yes. I need the mods to come up with a movie, TV show, or book. That's how old charades are. That's all that was all the entertainment, you know. I'm not sure who's here. I think Liz is here, and Kurt may still be here as well. Oh, here we go. Got our... All right, here we go. Wait. Hey, Hayes got it. I was like, I'm thinking, how am I going to say Friday? How am I going to do 13th? And I'm like, I'll just do, like, slasher, right? And then I was like, I'll wear a mask, you know? Like, awesome movie. Really? I don't like any horror movies. I'm not a horror fan. By the way, I got the receiver set up last night. Made you think of Psycho. I know, Uber Superfly. I didn't say that I was great at charades, necessarily. This is kind of disappointing. I mean, I like the model, but I think I want to go at 0.1 mm layer height and go a little bigger. Because those walls are a little thin. You're a horror movie fan? I'm not. I am absolutely not. Never have been, never will be. Like, at all. It's just never gonna happen. Okay, I was catching up on some comments there from today's TLDR. Scariest movie I've seen? Nightmare Before Christmas was... Nightmare Before Christmas. No. Nightmare on Elm Street. As I was older, that one bothered me a lot. I didn't have nightmares about it. It just bothered me. That's when I realized I don't like horror movies. Poltergeist, I guess, had the most... And we accidentally saw bits of it on HBO when we had HBO, to the point where Mom canceled our HBO subscription because of that. Your favorite horror movie's Army of Darkness. I think I've watched a bit of it. Not all of it. Never really watched The Exorcist, but I did meet Linda Blair. Apple TV new Korean drama incoming. I think it's called Brain. Yeah, I've heard about that, Sasom. Can't wait to watch it. Through my new receiver... In the speakers that I had connected, apparently I did okay because they work. Which is awesome. So that tech worked. Maybe I'm on the rebound, right? I do have another one of these to complete. Put together. I just kept printing them. Like it's just a perfect yellow skeleton. But now... Is this... Am I going to have enough? I don't think I'm going to have enough to do a bigger pumpkin. I may have to wait. Well, I guess I can scale it up a little bit. Check the slicer. Because it just didn't... Thank you for slapping the sticker there, Comic Gauge Clothing. know. I'd have to think what my favorite movie. In terms of horror, like, I'm not into gore at all. And I'm trying to think. What was... like Squid Games, that wasn't horror. I mean, it was gory, but I don't like gore. So there's a lot of movies that I put up with gore, but it's definitely not my genre. Nothing like that. You're so excited, you're buzzing for what? Wait, what? Buzz Lightyear? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a huge Toy Story fan. Of course, I'll probably watch it when it's out on Disney Plus. I have not yet seen Parasite. Is it on a streaming service? Do you know? Oh man, this would have been perfect. Fair amount of stringing inside. Little pumpkin. It's okay. It's just that it didn't it didn't patch well enough behind the dish, right? That dish part. But it is a pumpkin. A little Death Star pumpkin. It's got the grooves and everything on it. A lot of layers or layer lines. Didn't take too long to do. It just didn't translate. It's got holes. So it won't work, sadly. Should be on Prime Video. Is it? I'll have to watch it cuz I did want to watch Parasite. I did want to see it. Let's see here. Let me search. Parasite. I thought you could Google it and it would tell you. Parasite. Let me look on Rotten Tomatoes. What's it on? Where to watch? Prime Video. Oh, rent or buy. I was just hoping to, like, you know, click and watch, but I was hoping it would be on a service at some point. I'm not going to pay to rent it. Paranormal Activity is no gore. Yeah, but it's scary. It's frightening. Realized the other day that Sixth Sense and Titanic are just the same movie. I See Dead People. I wouldn't call Sixth Sense... I like thrillers. I would consider Sixth Sense a thriller, not a horror movie. I like thrillers a lot. Yeah, psychological horror is the worst type of horror. Anytime you say horror, gore, anything like that, I immediately just mentally tune out. I'm like, yeah, not my jam. Not gonna happen. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Oh my god, if I do it at 50%, it'll take 10 hours. I did it at 25%. It's a fun size, but I may need to scale it up a bit more. Just to have a cute little pumpkin. I don't know, the lid... Let's see here. This is a little bigger. 6 hours. Holy schmoly. How does it... Oops. I'm looking at the pumpkin here, just to make sure that 6 hours. Is this gonna run out? See, I just feel it might run out, like midway through. I have a feeling I won't be able to print this again until next year. Because I would need to do small small objects in the orange. It was a very well designed pumpkin, very well designed. I love the Death Star pumpkin idea, but it's just I'm concerned I'm going to run out of the filament. And that's why I went small at 25%, but even going up to 35%, which is not much bigger, but apparently big enough. It's like exponential. So it's like, I don't know. The gap fill. External perimeter and perimeter take the most, or it takes the longest. And a 6-hour print, there's no way I can start it now because I'd have to go to bed. Yeah, so I don't know. Read that slower. 13 Ghosts, never saw it. The Others? Don't know if I've heard of that. Hey, Sci-Fi Guy number 2. So what else? I don't have a lot of filament left. A lot of the orange, unfortunately. I realized the other day The Sixth Sense and Titanic are just the same movie. I see dead people. I just got it. I just got it. Why? Why would you do that to me? It was good. That was funny. That was funny. Put that there. What else could I do in the orange? Star Warsy, small. What have I not done? Because I'm almost out of the filament. I've done coins. I've done enough coins. I'm not sure what other coins. Give me a second. I wonder if there are any other Star Wars coins. Bang ticket to enter the giveaway, by the way. Bang ticket gets you entered for the giveaway tonight of Jesse PLA or Printed Solid Filament, the subscription box. Bang ticket. I have the girl from Impanina in my head because I was watching or listening to Vince Guaraldi Trio, and they one of the songs they do is the girl from Impanina, Ima. Y'all are all into the horror thing. I'm like, I don't get it. I want to see if I can get, how small can I go with Fix'em Dude's model? Let me check out the Halloween contest page. Oh, there's a low poly pumpkin. That one's kind of fun. Bony finger rings, cute. Skull with brain. Oh, that's fun. They got some pretty cool models here. Figures for board games. I'm looking at Prusa printers. Take one treat sign. May have to use that. Halloween cookie cutters. Seen plenty of those. See, the thing you always have to keep in mind, I mean, I always keep in mind is like, well, what am I going to do with these? I am going to give, I gotta give, Fix him dude a heart. Someone did Clippy. That's funny. I'm looking for something that I can do in orange, so I'm thinking like a... There we go. Alright, I'm giving Fix him dude a download here of his Monster Mashers.
Joshua underscore XP underscore cheerdex 100. What is that song called that goes beep boo boo bop boo boo beep?
Beep boo boo bop boo boo beep. I don't know. Pumpkin stamp. Decapitated Mr. Here. Let me go over here. Let's go to... I can do this. Oh, sorry. Camo Studio. Let's just drown that out for a sec. Let's turn on... Oh, do I not have a... Oh, I thought I did. My bad. We're going to add a browser source. Wait, no, not a browser source. We're going to add a window capture. Where is it? Let's do it this way. There you go. I didn't get the reference. I didn't. Apparently, I suck. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that I can do. That's kind of fun. A little 8-bit pumpkin family. In orange. Something orange. An orange BB-8. I've done a few of those. Maybe I'll do a few more of the print-in-place BB-8s, though. Those are fun. They are fun. And they are orange. Because I don't have a lot of this filament left on this spool. I want to do a bigger pumpkin. Then I'm just taking a look here. A carrot? Are you excited for... I'm not going to print it. Why would I 3D print a carrot? Prusa Mini Plus Pumpkin Oreo Knob. Oh, I've never thought about replacing the knob with something else. I'm not going to print candy corn. God, it's bad enough I've got to eat it. Oh, there's a Squid Game invitation card. That's funny. Cute ghosts. Seeing quite a few cute ghosts. Quite a few pumpkins. Candy corn pal. Not interested. No spiders. Halloween knobs collection. Tensegrity ornament. A witch hat for the Prusa Mini Halloween. That's funny. Pugly. Extruder visualizer. Ghost pumpkin with hidden face. That's kind of unique. I'm not gonna print one carrot, let alone two man cave. You can print the carrot. Ghost support free remix. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Ghost emoji decorations. Oh, those are kind of fun. Look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them? That's kind of cool. These little ghosts. Oh, they supports required for the first couple of layers, which is fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. Those would look good in quarter white. They would. I've got a couple of ghosts that I like, that I've printed that I really like. There's not enough variation, but they're pretty cool. I think we're good on ghosts for now. Sliding puzzle. I printed ghosts like this, basically. Like, not exactly. People are going nuts with Squid Game. Skull bracelets. Yeah, I saw those. That, you know, I wonder how well print in place bracelet. I just can't imagine them snapping together that well. I could be wrong. If Jedi was into that kind of wearing trinkets, I'd probably do it. But she isn't. I'm not gonna print a ghost carrot! Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. Squid Game's honeycomb shapes. Did someone send this to me the other day? Something like this. This is pretty funny. Someone I swear sent this to me the other day. I'm like, oh. I don't know if I have a yellow color like it, but that's funny. If you have not seen Squid Games, then you wouldn't know. Oh, this one's gonna get taken down, I bet. Because these tend to get taken down quickly. That's a really nice... Ooh. I better download that, because there is a chance that this thing is not going to be found again. Oops. Oh, look at the printing notes. Holy cow, dude. It's quite a detailed little Frank. I'm looking because I've got I'm wanting to kind of, I'm thinking what I need to do to get through the rest of this Brad's Orange Glitter so I can swap it out, because it's almost through. Or maybe I just wait on it, hold off on it. Alexa Echo Dot holder. There's a little R2. Print in orange. Why would I print in orange? I'm sure someone has. Skulls are pretty neat. There's a shark. Although I've seen a better or a different type of shark like that. Skull for FDM. Print cheese? No. Every so often I do see if there's any new coins. Oh yeah, I'm on PrussiaPrinters.org. Not really seeing anything, like nothing in mind, right? You know, we've gone through the holiday season, or the Halloween season, I should say. Hey, look at that, Fix 'em Dude stuff. Pretty sure. Look, even Fix 'em Dude. Look, he even uploaded those pumpkin faces that I printed. I wonder, did Hollywood N3D? Did I ever tell him about that? I better make sure. Because, like, he was looking for him. But I've already done them, so that doesn't do me any good. TIE Fighter keychain. I'm not doing a lot of the keychain stuff. The Halloween hand is kind of cool. It holds a candle. We don't use candles around here. Not good news. Yeah, not really seeing anything with Prussia. Fangs also had a contest. Where is it? I figured it'd be linked on the front page. There's another Squid Game. It's all about the Squid Game right now. Well, it's all about the squid. About the squid. Ooh, what's that? Looks kind of fun. How the F would this print without... No way that prints without supports. But that's cool. Hey, Mine37388. There's another ghost. Oh, see, he did. This is what the Death Star pumpkin at full size looks like, minus the lid. There's the lid, and it's got this long, twisted thing you can slice and swap out the filament. So this is what I'm wanting to print. I just don't think I have enough filament on the spool right now, and I know I could go through it and then, but I have to babysit it. That's the problem, is that it would take longer. I'd be in bed. It'd be in the middle of the night when the filament could run out and then cause real problems. Jack-o'-lantern coaster. This is why you got to be like all about. Yes, Liz, thank you for the giveaway reminder. You got to be all about the pop culture, because if you're not, like, you're gonna miss out on a lot of these references. Like the Squid Game stuff. A lot of practical things. Oops. I printed not an infinity cube, but I printed one that might have been kind of like it. Oh, there's a giant doll. Would the printer still try to continue to print if the filament ran out? Yeah, I don't have a filament sensor. I've always just kind of eyeballed it. I saw this the other day too. It's a print your own battle fleet. So it's like battleship, like a Star Wars and a Star Trek battleship that someone's done. It's pretty wild. I'm like, well, I already have a Star Wars battleship. I'm not sure I really need to, print, an unofficial one. That's that, I don't need the exercise. I'm not gonna print. We already have a Chucky. Mechanized Eyes of Agamotto. From Doctor Strange. Skull jewelry. People love wearing their skulls, don't they? Oh, they uploaded that. This is gonna get... I guarantee this Lego thing is gonna get taken down. What is it? A dipping sauce holder? Oh, this is great. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? A dipping sauce holder. You can 3D print anything. You gotta admit, that is pretty darn unique. I don't want one. I'm not gonna print one. But that is pretty wild. You love all of it, Aveline? Oh, this is smart. A shopping cart cell phone holder. That's actually pretty, if you had it depends on your cell phone, if you have like a case, how tight that case is, and how if it would fit, but that's pretty smart. Why does it keep starting over? Wait, hang on. What was the question? Did you see the McBuckets model? I printed the McBuckets models, I should say, and today I showcased that McDonald's sent me, because I printed them, they said, oh, here, we're going to send you a gift, and so they sent me this special edition t-shirt, not for sale, and another bucket. So yes. And I went back and I got all the original 3 pumpkin buckets. Hey, Groggy Nod. Shout out to Groggy Nod. If I've missed anybody in the shout outs, I apologize if you're a streamer and I keep forgetting. Halloween tree stump. That's kind of fun. Squid Game guard. I don't, as much as I like the series, I'm just not gonna, I don't think I'm going to be printing Squid Game stuff. Like, the Halloween stuff is fun to print, because then you can bring it out at Halloween time, and the next year you can print other Halloween things. Bang, ticket to enter. Do, 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 girl from Ipanema. Da, 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 da. Psh. Oh, pile of crystals. It's me, Mario. A lot of wacky pumpkins. A lot of pumpkin stuff. But no, I mean, honestly, the Star Wars pumpkins, I'm pretty happy with. The print removal hammer. Okay. What might look good in orange? I got my fidgets. Fidget cube. Pumpkin pie? Did you see you can print a Simpsons TV? Or a Cybertruck? Yeah. If I were going to get a Cybertruck, I'd get the Hot Wheels one. Star puzzle. Star puzzle. Across the universe. Impossible cubes. Coin holder. Skull. Moonlight cover adapter. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that would be pretty wild to have a moon hanging up. Zombie kit card. What's this? What's this? What's this? I haven't got a clue. What's this? A zombie kit card. It'd be fun and green, yeah? That might not be too... And then it takes me back! Dang it! Thingiverse! Sorry, you've seen all these, because Thingiverse poops the bed every time I hit the back button. I don't know, maybe I won't have something to do tonight. I will have to swap out the filament. Nothing inspired. Because I'm thinking like something small for the orange, you know? And I probably have them on. It may end up just being that BB-8 because I've done a lot of these before. Yeah, there's the Rebels inspired coins. Yeah. I think I am gonna do the BB-8 then. Let's go back here. I think I'm just gonna end up doing the BB-8, so I gotta reslice it. Let's see, is that it? No, that's not it. I've got 2 BB-8s. Okay, is that? Wait, is this the... Is this the one? I'm looking for two color fob, key fob. Yeah, this should be it. 0.2 mm is fine. Brad's orange glitter. Yeah, there we go. Print us some BB-8s. Can you show the slicer settings? I can. Give me a second. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Boop. Oops, wrong one. That's Explorer. Why is it? Oh. Because that's paint. Give me a second. I have to make a new Prusa Slicer one. That was for the paint game. If anybody redeemed it, no one did. Let's add a new window capture. Prusa Slicer. And Prusa Slicer. Boop. Sorry, it's like over everything else, but... pretty simple, pretty basic. I've got a profile for Brad's orange glitter. Need to wipe this down a bit. No problem. I could probably tweak the layout a tiny amount. Oh, I could do this. Alright, there's... Done with that. Ugh. Make sure I take that away, though. Where's... Alright, so it's going to be printing, or it's going to start printing. We'll do the giveaway here in a sec. Alright, keep entering. Keep going. $35, not bad. Thank you, Stendhal. Just want to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to get it. By the way, tomorrow morning I am doing an event, for the lack of a better word, an event with the people at Camo, Reincubate Camo, and they're basically doing. They invited me to be a special guest at the event, which is awesome because I love it, Reincubate Camo so much because it works and it allows me to justify, or allowed me effectively to justify the cost of an iPhone, upgrading the optics for it. That's what I'm adjusting right now. And Reincubate Camo is this. Camo. As soon as it launches, make sure it works okay. No device is connected. What are you talking about? There it is. Okay. So I've got like, this is Reincubate Camo. It's the iPhone view. So it's basically gonna be, I'm gonna adjust it a tiny bit, but I'm gonna have it centered, and I usually have for this kind of environment, what I'll do is I'll change the desktop background on this monitor over here, so that I can get a little more light bouncing back, and make it, and try to find like the right color, like normally like a gray or a yellow or something that kind of bounces the light, so it's not I'm not completely drowned out. But basically, I'm going to use this setup and network with everybody that way, and they're going to bring me in by way of webcam. I think they're going to be streaming it on their YouTube channel. I don't think they're on Twitch. I tried to convince them, but they're not on Twitch. Dark Toiler's trying for the filament. Watch out! He's been lucky this week. He's been lucky. So anyway, so I'm using Reincubate Camo tomorrow, and that's Reincubate Camo. So I'm using it to not just to demonstrate the power of Reincubate Camo, but because I use it all the time. It's basically and the thing I have to remember, because I use the same PC to stream, the PC that you see here, I use it to stream, and anytime I do any kind of like webcamming anything, like the problem is that inevitably it messes with the audio settings, and that's just annoying as hell. So I got to get it set up tomorrow to try to center myself, like this, because this is where I've got it connected. And the idea is that we're going to talk about, well, I don't want to spoil it. Suffice to say, when they asked, hey Chris, do you want to be a part of our little broadcast, I'm like, sign me up. So I'll be streaming tomorrow morning on their channel, I guess. I think they're gonna go out on YouTube. I've debated whether or not I use this view, or my inclination is to kind of peel back a bit. Like I feel like I'm better off going with the telephoto, and come. Don't worry, like ignore the color for a second. So the color, I just need to adjust the color because I've got a different setting for it. But I thought about doing it like, sorry, like doing it like this, right? Or I'll adjust it, but like that way it's closer rather than getting a lot of the crap in the background. It's focused more on me. So yeah, that's the idea. I'll adjust it a bit more tomorrow, but that's the idea, is that it's you get me, right? Not everything around me, but you get me. So this is pretty much what I was thinking. I think this view, I mean, mind you, I'll probably adjust it a little more so that effectively the like more like that, so that it looks better, right? You know what I'm saying? And then I'll have the microphone close to me too, so it looks more exciting, right? It looks better than before. Because as opposed to, like, there's a lot of stuff going on back there, you know, having a plain or a background. I mean, I don't mind using the like this view at all for the stream, because, you know, it's kind of, there's activity and there's something going on over there, something going on over here. It's fine for this, but for re-incubate camo, I just feel like I'd be better off adjusting. And maybe what I'll end up doing is bringing the camera, you know, closer to me and mounting it much closer, and being able to adjust instead of where it currently is. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Hey, RC Maniac, no worries. Oh, Mr. Neotrip, totally missed that. You just subscribed at tier 1. That is worth 2 candy corns. Oh, I totally missed that. Thank you, by the way, Mr. Neotrip, for all your support. Shout out to Sid Lord Britt. Zoom in seems better unless you're having chat. No. There's no chat. They're just going to crop me. They're going to bring me in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it closer. Pains me to see me in that much pain. Thank you, Britt. And I'm going to use the Joby. And I'm just going to mount the iPhone here and use that, like, closer, because I can get it exactly the way I want it. And I'm going to be using the re-incubate camo camera too, so I can move it around. As long as I've got enough slack on the lightning adapter, and I should, the actual connector to the computer. So I will. This will be Diana's Pixel. As soon as my Pixel gets in, when does it get in? It gets in Friday. I do the unboxing, the live unboxing Friday. This week's flying by. The days all bleed together. They kind of do. You get to this time of year, it gets dark faster. It's fine by me. I like the dark. I live in the dark. I live for the dark. But you know, did the McDonald's thing. They were featured over there on Discord. If you're not already on Discord, and if you're a sub, make sure you're getting your purple name there on Discord, because that's kind of important. Kind of important. Let's go ahead and do the drawing for the giveaway, shall we? The filament giveaway. We're doing. There's more to come. At least 3 more days. Because remember, this Saturday we're giving away the Prusa Mini Plus, courtesy of Loyal Moses. It's gonna happen, and you're gonna want to be here for that. I'm glad you're here for this. Here we go. Gonna give away some filament. Thanks to D. Randolph, 1976. Got to be present in order to get this, and you got to live in the U.S. or Canada. Canada. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Avaline French! But you don't live in the USA or can't. Oh man, wouldn't it be killer if Avaline gets the printer this weekend? Wouldn't it be awesome? Wouldn't it be so cool? You don't live here! No! Alright, here we go. Sorry, Avaline. Ouch. No! Okay, I get to... Yeah, alright, Avaline, I'll give it to you. You've been so supportive, you can decide. That you're... You decide. Avaline, who's getting the filament? Thank you, Comic Age Clothing. I did say that. And Avaline, you've been such an amazing supporter of the channel. Like, yeah, it's more than fair. Quick, everyone suck up to Avaline French. Does she know? Is she aware? I keep pushing Avaline to start streaming because she's an artist. And I'm telling you, people would tune into her stream. Sith Lord Britt! Britt is getting the filament! Oh! Look at that! Creators supporting creators. Love it! Yay! Good choice, Avaline French. Good choice. New Future Tech, you just missed your ticket today, but we're giving away another subscription box from Printed Solid tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday's the bonus because it's basically a starter kit. Loyal Moses is giving away a Prusa Mini Plus here on the stream. He's going to be a guest. And then the subscription box is going to go to that recipient as well. And that person can live anywhere on the planet. And I'm not saying, no, if you entered this week, you can't enter again. That's not how I'm going to play it. It's like, that is a big, big, big prize. So there you go. Look at that. I love it. Evening, Corey C. Lund. Good evening to you. I hope your buckets are full of, well, not candy corn. Hey, J. Sal. Thanks again for cheering those 10 bits. Love them. Very appreciated. They help keep the Death Star spinning for yet another day. Ow. I'm not sure I can salvage this Death Star just because I don't know. I think it needs to be bigger. Yeah, it definitely needs to be bigger. Thank you for those cheers, Comic Age Clothing. So this one's just gonna get melted down, sadly. Not sure it can be saved, which is very sad, very unfortunate. I do have another skeleton to complete though. Build, put together. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Who the hell is annoying me? What's this? You're lucky I don't have to pee. What's this? You were actually going to ask me about which printer good for entry level. Have decided getting one for a Christmas gift. Mr. Neotrip, everyone's going to have a recommendation. But my feeling, based upon everything that I've heard and the conversations and what I've seen, my experience, still feeling like I'm a total noob, I would wholeheartedly recommend a Prusa Mini Plus. So, the Mini is great. Good for budget, good for size, good for starters. It's good. It's good all around. So I feel that I feel good in making the recommendation. I don't think I've ever done a Prusa Mini Plus review. I don't know if I'm qualified to do a 3D printer review, though. It's what you want to get. Oh, Comic Age Clothing? Well, maybe this Saturday. Maybe this Saturday you'll get it. It's possible. It could happen. You never know. Someone out there, if love could see us through, then we'd be together somewhere out there, out where we give away 3D printers. Sorry, I was co-opting the song. Creative license. Sci-fi guy, I hope you don't die soon. Before Halloween, your body gets used as a Halloween decoration. It could. Did you hear, and I don't know if this is I don't know if this is for real, but I think it is. There was an Instagram model. Her father died, and she actually took pictures. She modeled in front of his open casket. It was like macabre. I'm like, you want to talk about tasteless? The ghost of Luther Vandross is gonna haunt you. Yeah, but who else is still here? Linda Ronstadt. Didn't he do the duo with Linda Ronstadt? Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Yes, Mr. Neo Trip, that is it. The original Prusa Mini Plus kit, where you assemble it in full. I don't think I got the kit. I got the one that was mostly assembled. I'm glad I did. If you want an adventure, yes, that's fine. But I would say spring for the extra 50, and you'll get up and running sooner. I've only heard of one. I guess Shraiku and Business did not have good luck with their Prusa Mini. I don't know why, but I haven't had not even close, the amount of problems that they ran into. So yeah, I would recommend a Prusa Mini Plus, and I'm not the only one. There are many people who do. Many people. Many, 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 many. A lot. A lot. Oh, we can close the giveaway complete. Mark is complete. It is done. Oh, geez, here I am asking, and the names on the printer on screen in big letters. Yeah, people don't notice it. It's funny. Like, people ask, what printer are you using? It literally says it right there. That's okay. It's not always intuitive. We tend not to look at that. You know, when we're looking at something, it's like, oh, look, he's printing something. That's cool. Oh, big gambler there, Stendel. You don't have luck with Loyal Moses giveaways? You'll buy one if not? I tell you, I mean, it's a good problem to have. Like, not knowing what you're going to print next. I got my, stuff to... My shirt got trapped there. Skeleton. I'm Evil Skeletor. Yeah. Yeah. You're dying to get yourself a hearse? Oh. The dealer is hard tonight. Yeah. The house usually wins. Actually, I don't know that. And by the way, let me just say just how refreshing it is not to argue over this, the candy corn as we're currently calling it. Some people took it way too seriously several months ago. It's like, really? It's fake internet points, people. Yeah, I really do wish I could have got the ulti stick to work, because this would have worked so much better without the brim. Maybe one day. I should ask Krusty, I'm like, what do I need to do? What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you get up and tune out on me? Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, I'll get by a little help from my friends. Oh. Have a good evening. Thank you, Bope Photos. Hope to see you again soon. Going out for an early Friday. Friday? It's only Wednesday here. How the hell did you get to Friday so soon? I had to look at my calendar for a second. I don't think these pliers are working very well. watched another episode of, these aren't working well either. Of, frack. Thursday lunch, you're bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, the hell? I've pretty much given up at trying to clean up a lot of the filament, the excess filament. Keep singing in ASMR, you might actually fall asleep. What if I sing like that? We do want to get Jedi a voice coach. And get her into community theater. I haven't perfected my time travel machine yet. We'll let you know when it's done. Immediately. Like, literally, travel to me. Speaking of time machines. I'm trying to not live my life with regret. And I've got a lot of regret. I got a lot of things that I wish I would have done. A lot. There are many things I wish I would have zigged instead of zagging. I really genuinely do. Is it... did you have the Winnie Cooper crush as a kid? I'd never watched the show. My dad watched it. It was more his era than it was mine. Bitcoin is a big regret? That's one regret. My wife and I had literal arguments about how time travel would work. Now it's on the do not talk about list. Wow. Wow. You're lucky. We don't have do not... I wish we had do not talk about lists. Can you talk to Diana about that? I would love to have do not talk about lists. We all make mistakes and learn from them. One of your doppelgangers will have made the decisions you wish to do, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I just... So many... I'm trying my best to do what I can with what I've got and what's there. And that's part of my, exploration or journeying back into streaming. Because I feel that by streaming, I feel I'm still connected to a part of my life that I very much enjoy. Being a creator, doing creative things, talking about stuff. Because I'm not sure, I'm not confident that I would ever be able to do other things like I wanted to do. For a lot of different reasons. Where there's a will, there's a way. No doubt about that. And then it's a question of, is it something that would be fulfilling? Yeah, I would love to be able to do video again, right? But I'm trying to play to my strengths. Now, the biggest challenge with doing video on YouTube is that I'm typecast, basically. I can only talk about tech. Like, I can't forget anything. Even if I talk about 3D printers, there's no engagement. The only type of engagement I ever really seem to get in the channel, sustained, despite having unique perspectives, is when it's related to a gadget, which is frustrating. Wait, is this it? I need to do the other way. There you go, Groggy Nod. I never got into The Office. I've watched a few episodes. It's pretty funny. Buy some BTC today. Oh, if only I had the cash to burn. I do not. I know you're saying, oh, but you could not buy those Star Wars figures. I'm like, yeah, I need to enjoy my life while I still have it. maybe if I felt a lot more confident in it, I would. And my gut tells me my future lies with helping creators. That's what I feel. In one way, shape, or form. As much as I enjoy doing this, I feel I'm better off helping creators in one way, shape, or form. And I don't know how to define that, or to put a finer point on it. Apart from saying that when I help other creators, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Not other geeks, right? You know, not people who just eat, sleep, and breathe technology. No. Creators who use technology as a means to an end. You know, that's what makes it powerful. They don't need to know anything about it to unleash its power, promise, and potential, connecting with other people, right? So I feel I've got more in common with a creator than I do a techie. I mean, because there are creators that span all my passions and interests and hobbies. Star Wars creators, 3D printer creators, like I'm gonna do this one backwards. Oh, we got a charades. I was super scared to hook up something I soldered and wired together into my computer. Then I took the plunge to the Prusa i3 in 2013. Oh, nice, Groggy Nod. Yeah, I'm not a good solderer. I'm not like what's her name on Twitch here. We've rated her. She's rated us a couple times. Caitlin V3. She's awesome. She loves doing all the hardware, mechanical stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and I mean, all right, we have a charades IC, so we're gonna do that charades. I'm waiting for the moderators to give me one here. Yep. And all I'm doing right now is assembling a skeleton. Just a tiny skeleton. I gave it to the kid, too, the boy. He had fun playing with Jedi over here. He's definitely more of a nerd where he's mechanically minded. They did, which is great. It's great inspiration for Jedi, right? She can see him doing things and aspire. Because he's going to be, I think he's going to be an engineer. I'm more than confident he's going to be an engineer. Like his father, I say. All right, here we go. Got our 2 words. Sorry. Oh, and thank you for the... Sorry, I missed that, Corey. Thank you for the cheer. Oh. We can switch cams, yes. There we go. So. Oh. So a moderator has to call it out, but I don't know if a moderator's here. Brit, yes, it sounds like tummy. All right, Cereal Chuck's got it. Gummy bears is the answer. Gummy bears, which we watched a little bit last night. Congratulations, Cereal Tux. There's 1,000,000 points. Like, how else was I gonna say it? Tummy hairs, bouncing here and there and everywhere. So when I was testing the stereo or the receiver last night, no clue really. High Adventure. They was on Disney Plus, so I was like, oh yeah, let's pull in some gummy bears here. Jedi was not interested. Like, fine. She was more interested in make believe, which is fine. I'm not gonna complain. She was having fun playing make believe to the sounds of silence. No, of what was I? Clone Wars. I was testing with the Clone Wars because there was, you know, loud sounds and spaceships and music and dialogue, you know, the rumbling. I was testing or trying to test the subwoofer. I did show her Schoolhouse Rock. I did. She was not interested, and Diana was like, yeah, she wasn't interested. Neither of them were interested. All right, thank you, Sith Lord Brit, and congratulations for being Aveline's friend. If not now, or if not before, then certainly now. And remember, this weekend, this Saturday, don't miss this Saturday's appearance of Spider-Man down at the local county fair, unless of course you're at home with their collections. Wait, don't miss this Saturday's appearance of Spider-Man down at the local county fair. All red-blooded boys and girls. God, how did that go again? I'm the only one who probably knows of Moxie Frubus and remembers Bargainville. I'm probably the only one here who ever saw Moxie Frubus in concert. Moxie Frubus the band? Yeah! It's not exactly how you spelled it, but yes, they were a band. Oh, Corey knows of Moxie Frubus. You a fruhead? I loved Moxie Frubus. So sad when they broke up. Canadian band, actually. Yeah, King of Spain is the only one anybody ever knows. It's the only song that I know of that has the word Zamboni in it. Oops, your typing is horrendous. Yeah, it was your spelling was a little off. I'll say that. Beware the Killer Tents. Wow, that, oh my God, that is, what was that? C? Wasn't that from C? Oh my God, holy cow! I can't believe that. What was it? What? I can't. Like, really? You know Beware the Killer Tents. Oh my God. Wow. Beware. God, it's in my head, right? They sung that at a festival, if I remember. It was in a festival. I can't believe it.
Joshua_XP_CheerDex100. Speaking of Schoolhouse Rock, my favorite is conjunction junction. What's your function? Hooking up phrases and clauses that balance, like, out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Ah. Every time I think the candy corn is going to be good. Oh, it's Lundy? I'm sorry. I don't know if I had Beware the Killer Tense. I don't know if I ever had that song memorized. Probably bits and pieces. You could quote it, and I'd probably remember it. Like, I remember that lyric. Was it B? Or was it C? It's been so long. You're gonna love this. I'll be back in a sec. Now, I don't know if I got Mike, Dave, Murray, and Gion's autograph on this. I think I just got 3 of the 4. You will go to the moon, down, down. See, I know Gian. Maybe I did, actually. I might have. I don't know if it's worth money. It's worth something to me. In camo, how did you get rid of the clock, question mark, active device, etc.? Is it a paid feature thing? It's possibly. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, Jeff, because it's been a while. I mean, I paid for it immediately, so I don't get any of the other stuff on it. That's what we call a CD. That is correct. Now, maybe I did. So there's... Okay, so I see... Thanks for the book, because I gave him a book. And Mike, Dave, Murray, and Gian were in concert that night. I swear I got 3 of their autographs, but not the 4th. So, yeah. I got a Moxie Fruva CD. My claim to fame. My lame claim to fame. Ow, that hurt. I've got a lot of lame claims to fame. I've got a Weird Al autograph CD over there. I've got a They Might Be Giants autograph CDs. And I was actually in the liner notes for some They Might Be Giants albums. I was a super president for a while. I didn't renew this year. I was like, it's fun. I can say that I got in the liner notes. I would love Weird Al to do something like that. Oh my god. I would totally crowdfund Weird Al. Oh man. I would have crowdfunded Moxie Fruvis. Moxie Fruvis is never getting back together again. I could not. I mean, if I knew what it would take to save Moxie Fruvis, I would have done it. Because it was just the band was just too good. Thank you for the stretch. Well, he was just some Johnny Saucepan when he walked into the kitchen. Happy birthday, Trisha. I'm in the Michigan militia. Like any Africana. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's me, Skeletor. I'm completely naked. Yeah. Well, see ya. Skeletor. That's what I do. I walk around here completely buck naked. I'm so naked I don't even have skin. And my name is Skeletor. Weird Al should headline the next Super Bowl. I agree. Yeah, no, Gian is done. Gian is definitely done. They didn't have a scandal, but Gian, who hosted, he actually followed me on Twitter for a very brief while. And this was before the scandal. And then, then there was something that happened. Bad something that happened. I don't want to get into it here, but, like, it's not good. You can look it up. Moxie Frubus didn't do anything. It was Xion that apparently, allegedly, something happened with Xion specifically. That's why I was not specific. Yeah. Pretty much. Good idea. Good thinking. Good thinking, Bart. Zach is streaming. So is Loyal, but we're raiding him tomorrow. We're gonna raid. Should we raid Barnacles? We haven't raided Barnacles in a bit. Who's he talking to? Who is that? Who's he talking to? Okay, this is a very adult stream. Barnacles is a very adult stream, and I'm small compared to him. But we're going to raid Barnacles anyway. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the force be with you always. It's definitely not a family-friendly stream that we're raiding, but Barnacles has been very, very, very generous with his audience and has raided several times over. So feel free to give him a follow. He's very direct. He is himself, and I respect that about him. We may not always agree on things. And I think you remember. I want to do another stream with him at some point. I probably should get that scheduled now that I'm lining people up for Friday nights. Here we go. Going to be Tuscan raiding Barnacles. Thank you for getting those Perillo Raider emotes ready there. Joshua XP. Glad to see everybody. Thanks again for the support tonight. Thanks again for not giving me a lot of candy corns. Here we go. Tuscan raiding Barnacles and his guest in 3, 2, 1. Oh, remember, more Filament giveaway tomorrow and the Prusa Mini giveaway on Saturday. There we go.